Guys, welcome back to Experience the Leaf with Lachelle, and I'm about to go live with SmokinSarah757. She is doing great things in her community, and I just want her to come in and talk to us about it, what it is that she's doing. You know, we're all not in this game just to smoke. We are a community, and we are here to uplift and share our smoking experiences with each other, but not only that, support each other. So come on in the room, Smoking Sarah. She's a homegirl from the 757. Let's see, is it coming? Let me do this thing. How we do it. This is how we do it. I don't know. I'm messing it up. Okay, Sarah, see if you can request it. Because there we go. There we go. Come on in the room, my sister.
Here we go.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, boo.
How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I am doing pretty good. We finally got a little sun out here today. It's overcast, but it's not raining, which is a good thing. Hey, Patrice. Hey, Cigar Boys. Thank y'all for coming in the room. Thank you for joining us on the patio. I just want to do a quick live and bring Sarah on so she can share the exciting things that she is doing in her community. I'm excited for you. So tell us all about it. Tell us what you're doing.
So I'm kind of hyped yet full of nervous energy because, of course, anytime you embark on something new, you know, there's a little bit of anxiety about it. But I came up with Puffin for a Purpose last year when I did Purpletober. And then, you know, everybody kept asking me, like, well, are you doing anything else? What else are your causes? What else are you going to do? Excuse me. And then I had a conversation with, I call her my fairy godmother, and may she forever rest in peace, but Simone, the smoking assassin, or the cigar assassin. She had, one of the last times that we talked before she passed, she told me that I needed to decide what I want to do with my platform. She said, do you just want to be the pretty girl with the cigar? Do you just want to do balloon releases? Do you just want, like, what is it that you really want to do? She said, because your heart is too big to just be a cigar vixen.
Right.
You got too much to offer than to just be eye candy. And it was funny when she said it because, to be honest, that's not really even how I look at myself. I don't look at myself as eye candy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, you know, I didn't join the cigar world for that attention, you know? But then, you know, I realized, you know, we're always talking about community.
Right.
And I said, you know what? Okay. Rather than just waiting for October, once a quarter, I'm going to do something involved around not just a cause, but a nonprofit.
Right.
Preferably Black-owned nonprofit, a pro-Black nonprofit. And I was working with this young lady by the name of Wangel Browning. She and I, we worked at the psychiatric hospital together on an adolescent unit. And, you know, when you see different things come in, it's only natural that you talk about your personal story.
Right.
And she and I bonded, and we didn't trauma bond. And I want to make that clear. It wasn't a trauma bonding. It was a freedom bonding. We were able to bond over taking joy over what each one of us had overcome from our childhood. So with me overcoming, you know, coming from a home full of domestic violence, you know, I lost my parents to domestic violence. My father killed my mother, then he committed suicide.
Wow.
And then, you know, in telling my story, she told me a piece of hers. And her, at any point in her adolescent, childhood, whatever, her parents were incarcerated. So just like how I had my parents taken away from me, she had her parents taken away from her too. And we realized that the children are the ones that are least thought about in these situations. Yeah, that person, they do the crime, they do the time, they go to jail, but what about the kids?
Right.
You know, abusive parents, you know, they're doing whatever it is that they're doing, not really taking into account the way that it affects the kids. So with that, she decided to start a nonprofit called the Freedom Child Foundation. And what the Freedom Child Foundation does is provides a way for adolescents, well, actually not even just adolescents, those aged 5 through 17. They provide them with a way to communicate with their parents if they choose to. And she gives them the means to call, means to write, birthday cards, gift cards, those things that, you know, we take for granted. You know, and she makes sure that these children have those things. And she's showing them a way to get through tough times without losing connection with your bloodline, with your lifeline, and a way to still nurture and protect the bond that a parent and child has. Right. Because even if that parent is doing something to be taken away, we already know that Black and brown people are going to be more incarcerated than those of our white counterparts. They get away with so much, we don't. So a Black mother can go out here, steal a pack of meat, a pack of water, and be taken away. A white mama, that somebody will see pity and donate for the sake of, you know.
Get a slap on the wrist and keep it moving.
What about that child whom she was stealing for? Now that child is in an even worse off position. So what do you do in that sense? You really take that kid away and put them in a foster care system, which is also nothing but another way for a pipeline for that child to then be incarcerated later on in life themselves. Right. So she's looking at a way to not just deal with the communication, but also dealing with the full reform. Wangel is totally involved in reform, and she's a young sister.
Wow.
She's such a young sister, but I swear her heart is like so pure. So when I told her what I wanted to do with Purple Tober, she said, "Oh, I'm in there." Mind you, she doesn't smoke or anything. Her husband does, but they came out to the balloon release. I bought them some cigars, and she had her little cigar. She was in there smoking all cute and stuff, and I said, "Oh, look at you looking like a professional." And from there, she was like, "Okay, now what's next?" Because she's a very goal-oriented person. I'm like, I see you next October. So when I told her the idea that I had come up with for Puffin for a Purpose, she said, "Oh, well, whenever you want to use Freedom Child Foundation, let us know." I said, "Actually, it's funny you say that because you were the first one on my heart."
Right. See how God works?
Right. She said, "Are you serious?" I said, "Absolutely. Why wouldn't I?" You know, you're like her nonprofit is about to hit a year old. So it's a year. So hitting a year. And, you know, she birthed this baby, you know. So I was like, why wouldn't I help you along in your birthing process the way that you've helped me along in my birthing process? Yeah. Why wouldn't we go ahead and pay this forward in a whole different way? So we have the donation rally going on right now. I'll be dropping tidbits about parental incarceration and the effects that it has on children. Because right now, my unit, I have about maybe 5 or 6 kids with either father or mother incarcerated right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why they're acting out is because they don't have a way to channel the aggression, confusion, anxiety. And it's sad. But instead of focusing on the sad, we're going to focus on the solution. And that solution is Freedom Child Foundation.
That is so awesome. When I saw your video on what you were doing, my heart leaped because I'm like, here is the sister of the leaf really doing something. You know, I got to see a part of you that I would not have seen before just by browsing through
Right.
your feeds.
Right.
And this is a way that we can really bond and come together. Right. And I was like, oh man, I really would like to get her on Experience the Leaf Patio Conversations and talk to her about this. But you know, with COVID and everything, I have just like slacked a lot on my Instagram feeds when it comes to my live stuff. So this morning, actually, I woke up with this newness and I just felt revived, and I started jotting down some ideas, and I actually started sitting at my computer typing out some scripts, and then I saw your video and things just started clicking, and I just prayed to God that I don't get laxed in what the assignment is to do. So
well, I mean, be not weary and well doing, for in due
mm-hmm.
season we shall reap if we faint not.
Exactly.
You know, so it's how do I say this? It's very easy for us to get lax. Like when I told you 3 minutes, it was because I was being lazy. I was supposed to have been got up. I was supposed to have been washed my face. I was supposed to have been out the house on my way doing the work I was supposed to be doing. No, me and that couch, we were fused together, and I did not want to let her go. But then I thought about it. I was like, no, you have to, because it's your cause. You have to talk about it. You have to, when those opportunities present, you have to, you know, I don't care if you got on makeup. I don't care if you got to wipe the crust out your eyes. I don't care. You got to get up. And I think that's also a testament to us now that it appears as though we're slowly coming out of COVID time, getting back to the work.
Yeah.
And my first Purpletober, of course, that was in the middle of COVID season, October 2020, the middle of COVID season. And I had a lot of people who were like, I can't come because, you know, I'm leery about being around people. But I'll send you something on the Amazon list. So it is actually on the Patio show with Lachelle that I will say the Amazon link is live in my bio.
Okay, cool. All right,
so if
guys.
anybody wants to donate stationery products to the Freedom Child Foundation, that option is available. If you want to donate funds, that option is available. If you go to my page, it actually says 3 ways to donate money. You can donate through their nonprofit dedicated Cash App. You can send a check to the P.O. Box. And on their website, they have a $1 push donation. Okay. So whatever it is you do, I'm appreciative. The only thing that I ask is that when you do it and you light that cigar, and as it's in the morning or the evening, whenever you smoke, I just ask that you go ahead and put that you puffed for a purpose.
Exactly.
So that way we can actually see what we're doing. We're puffing for a purpose. After we do good, what do we reward ourselves with? That cigar. So we are now puffing for a purpose. And I'm hyped.
Yes. I feel you.
Because she's like my little sister. So watching her business grow while doing something that comes naturally to me, because I've always been a servant. I've always been a giving spirit. It was just, okay, I have over 3,000 followers on Instagram. In the cigar world, that's kind of a little bit, like in the regular world, it's like, eh. But in the cigar world, when you have a cigar-focused page, it's you got a pretty good platform. So I was
Right.
like, well, what am I going to do with it?
Right.
What is we going to do?
And that was my thought too. It's like your platform, my platform, together we can get the word out what it is that you are doing, puffing for a purpose, and helping this nonprofit organization. And hey, let's do it, y'all. If you're following me, if you're watching right now, please go follow on SmokinSarah757. She has all the information that you need in her bio, and check her out, okay? Yeah, anybody? We got a few people say
I
they.
just put their Instagram as well, the Freedom Child Foundation. I just put their Instagram there as well.
Pinned it.
I am thankful because, like we post videos and stuff all the time, and we never really pay attention to, or at least I know me, like I don't get caught up in views and likes. But I got a text message this morning was like, "Bitch, did you know?" And I went and I looked and I said, "Wait, it hasn't been 24 hours. I've already gotten over 30 shares, over 30 comments, and over 500 views. We're doing something right."
Yes, yes.
We're doing something right. And I text my friend Wangel and I said, "Sis, just let me know when that first donation comes through so that I could do a happy dance."
Yes.
Just let me know. I said, because in my mind, I'm successful if we get 1 to 2 to donate.
Right.
And I always downplay it like that because, like, even for Purpletober, the goal for Purpletober was to get 25 hygiene packs. Mm-hmm. I ended up being able to service over 500 people with those hygiene packs.
Wow. That's awesome.
And she's like, I call her my big sister, but she's really a little sister, Wangel. But her faith concept is amazing. Mm-hmm. And she used to always tell me, "Oh, that's okay. You can downplay it all you want, but God gonna blow it up."
Right. That's right. That's right. You always let other people boast you instead of yourself. What's the use of doing stuff in secret if you're going to go out and go talk about it? So
that part.
Yeah.
That part. And I'm just happy to push her forward. I'm happy to let her use my reach that she wouldn't have, because in the social world we live in two different spaces.
Right.
But where we meet is mental health and advocacy. She's a great advocate for her cause. I'm a great advocate for my cause. Like, I actually just realized that I just hopped on this live without a purple lip, and I feel a type of way.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get you back on at a later date, not too much later, but we need to talk about, Purpletober.
Yes.
Purpletober. So,
Purpletober.
yeah.
That will always be my end of the year call. I say Purpletober because the ribbon for domestic violence awareness is purple.
Right.
And under these locks are my real locks, and they're purple. And I always have a purple lip. Like, that's kind of like
your signature.
Like a signature. Mm-hmm. And that started off as the baby. That's the catalyst. So every October moving forward, at Sweet Lip Cigar Lounge in the 3rd Ward area of Houston, Texas, I will always do something there. Unless God throws me and we move elsewhere. You never know.
Yeah. Quick question. I'm gonna deviate a little bit. Are you going to Houston Cigar Week? Or are you good? She's like, I don't know, COVID girl.
It ain't even COVID. It ain't even COVID. Hold on. No, B, you got to go somewhere else, B. Okay. I'm sorry. There was a bee buzzing. and I'm afraid of bees. I'm not allergic, just afraid. I don't like unintentional pain. I like
Exactly.
But will I be going to Houston Cigar Week? Unfortunately, during this time, it looks like I'll be out of town on both
Oh,
of those
okay.
dates. Um, However, if anybody's coming to town, either one that you go to, I'm sure you'll have a good time because Houston is a vibe.
Yeah, yeah. I'm contemplating if I'm coming or not because it's around the same time that I think something's happened in North Carolina, Carolina
Yeah,
Cigar Week.
it's within weeks of the Queen City Cigar Week. I want to say it's like, because you have two Houston Cigar Weeks.
Okay,
So
okay.
I believe it's like the first one happens, then Queen City in Charlotte, and then the second one.
Mhm. Okay,
And
I'm gonna
I'm
have to
just
look at
like,
those dates.
it's a lot, and as much as I would love to see everybody, I know me. I'm not really a party crowd type girl.
Mhm.
Um, I'm more of a sit back, chill and smoke type chick. So I know me. I would enjoy meeting more of these people just when I happen to be in their city and send them a DM. Be like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
where should I go smoke? And when they
So
tell me where I need to go smoke, I bet meet me there at 5.
right,
Like
right.
that's me. I randomly popped up in Atlanta a week ago, and I hit up a few of my sisters, and I said, where y'all at? They was like, well, why does it matter where we are if you're in Texas? And I said, well,
No.
surprise, I'm in Atlanta. They was like, you ain't even tell nobody. I said, that's the whole point. As a matter of fact, Candy hit me
Yes.
and was like, are you in Atlanta? I said, yeah, where I'm smoking at tonight.
Yeah, when you
And
come back to the 757, you gotta let me know.
listen, so that's what I'm working on right now because so my family, they're a little older. So in traveling to see them, I have to be a little bit more mindful. I call him my pops. He's 76, and
70
my
plus.
mom who is 71.
Mm.
They're really my aunt and my uncle that raised me after my parents died, but they're my parents. I don't give a fuck.
Right, right.
But in recognizing, not only do I work in a hospital, but then getting on a plane to travel,
Mhm.
then running up wanting to hug them, kiss on them, everything else, I kind of have to be a little bit more mindful. And I know they would pop their top if I ended up in Virginia
And
and
not see
didn't
them.
come see them. So I'm kind of taking this like I want nothing more than to come home.
Mhm.
Like I am beyond homesick. Like beyond. Yeah.
I
And
understand.
so I'm coming to Virginia soon. I just need this COVID
Just
shit to hurry up and be done
yeah.
with.
Just let me know when you make it so we can link up. And
Definitely, because you're in Richmond, right?
yes, yes. But I travel down there a lot with the ladies of the round table. So
So isn't there like some new cigar lounge in Hampton?
Moe's Cigar Lounge, I think. That's the latest one that I know of.
Okay.
Yes, and I think
I
they
think
are
that's
in,
it.
and I
Yeah,
think
I think
that's
that's it off of Big Bethel or something like that.
um and another reason why I was asking about Houston was because I was hoping to probably go there, but then I gotta be mindful, of traveling. And then my sister hit me up and she's like, Lachelle, are you going with me to celebrate my 50th birthday? Because she wants to go like somewhere tropical. I'm sorry, y'all. I love these cigar weeks, but I'm going somewhere tropical.
That's facts
And she
because
only turned 50 once. So.
somebody fussed at me the other day. They was like, "You don't ever go to events, but you real quick to get a passport stamp." I said, "Did you just hear yourself? Why
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't I get a passport stamp? I could see y'all anytime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get this passport stamp.
Yes, God.
I'm
I
a
am so ready to go somewhere, put my feet in some sand and get some rays. So, yeah.
listen. I told myself that after this month is over, I'm treating myself to another passport stamp. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm treating myself to another passport stamp because that's my version of self-care. Cigars
Yeah.
and passport stamps is my version of self-care.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever I go somewhere, I always make it a point to smoke their local cigars.
Right, right.
Kind of strengthen my palate, expand my palate a little bit, learn what I like, what I don't like, taste some of that sweet soil. So I'm really
Mm-hmm.
looking into Cuba the first week of April.
Oh, that would be sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get with my cigar sisters and plan to go to Cuba or something. But I want to just hit up a few people who have joined us in the Oasis report. You want to come to Richmond? I would love to have you. And the Black Iris is a great cigar lounge. It's not just a lounge, but it's a social gathering place. They just don't smoke cigars there. They have art shows and all different kind of things. Anybody can plan an event and have it at the Black Iris. They also have a membership. They have 3 levels. It is a great place to go and hang out. So if you are here in Richmond, please hit me up and let me know. We can go hit up the Black Iris. It's a nice spot.
I'm going to have to put that on my list.
Yes. He said, I've had many wild nights in Virginia with my villain brothers. Okay.
Is that
Okay.
the bearded villains?
Say that again.
The bearded villains?
I don't know. He just said my villain brothers.
Are you talking about the bearded villains? Because it's a couple of them that I done seen that I'm like, yeah, that's
Oh,
nice.
okay. Yeah, something about them beards, right?
Listen, it's a scene. Um, I got a thing for a nicely situated beard.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it enhances a man's look ever so well.
And he said, yes, it is the bearded villains. She's like, whoo, love. Something about them beards, I'm telling
it's
you.
something about them,
And
man.
a cigar.
Something about them. And I mean, whenever I come in, I always fly into Baltimore and then drive down. Oh, you hooking everybody up with hubby? Okay, so here's my stats, right? I'm 33, single, with no children. I wouldn't mind giving somebody one, but that's it. Okay? If you got somebody that could go, and must love to get passport stamps, must love to see the world, must love to drink good and smoke good. Find me a husband,
He says I only have a baby beard, so that counts
That's
him out.
fine.
But it grows, it don't matter, And you got to have a great personality to go with all of that,
Right. It don't have to be a huge beard. It just needs to be a nicely situated beard.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got some people out here with the Anthony Hamiltons.
Not on Anthony Hamilton now, right?
Listen, Patio all throughout. That ain't what we want. Lord, the villains love the baby. Lord,
now, if you
mercy.
can sing like Anthony Hamilton, it don't matter. He said, I travel around the city, but you get it in.
I'm done, I'm done. We need to get you some passport stamps, brother.
Yeah. He say all we do is travel, so all right. Sarah, send them to Crown Essentials.
I will definitely send them to Crown Essential when I see them. I'm going to walk up to them and be like, my brother, your beard is kind of lacking. I'm going to need you to check out these products. And let's see how many times I get cussed out.
Exactly. Well, it has been great chatting with you. I'm going to try to get in here and do some more work. And thank you so much for the pop-up conversation and joining me on the patio. And I know you're not smoking, but I'm just finishing up my Monte Cristo, the classic series. It gotten a little better.
I actually just lit up.
Oh, okay. What you got?
This is the Sweet Lips anniversary cigar. currently one of my favorite black-owned cigars. The Brazilian.
Okay.
And I don't know the full breakdown. But I do know that it's Brazilian and some Sumatra in here somewhere. But yes, I will.
Look them up.
So I just started my smoking, and I have a little bit of work to do. I'm gonna go be productive, and then I'm gonna find my way back to my couch.
But we're gonna chat some more. But in the meantime, guys, make sure that you go check out at Freedom Child Foundation and SmokinSarah757. All right, stay informed and remember to keep it smoking. Until next time, ta-ta. Bye,
Ta-ta.
Sarah.
Bye.